to people who intend to move to Europe, precisely Belgium, and look for a job, or let's start with those that intend to move to Europe using the work visa. Now, remember, I have said many times on my platforms that if you want to move abroad using the work visa, you need an employment contract from an employer in Belgium. I'm responding and talking about Belgium because the person asked me, he was referring about Belgium. Okay, so you need to apply for a job from an employer in Belgium, then get the employment contract, read it, sign it, then send it back to the employer for your documents to be finalized. Then you can then go ahead and apply for the work visa. Now, where are you going to get the documents to apply for the work visa, or how are you going to get the documents? You need to go to the Belgian embassy's website in your home country and go to the section for work visa category. That is where you are going to get all the documents to use to apply for your work visa. To those who are thinking if they can move to Belgium and find a job, it's very easy. But remember, it depends on the mode in which, or the method in which you use to enter Belgium. For example, those going as tourists, visitors, those on Schengen visa, it's going to be difficult for you to work in the Schengen zone. Not just in Belgium, but the entire Schengen region do not permit visitors to work. Okay, though there are some countries around the world that can allow you convert your visitor's visa to a work permit, only if you find an employer that is willing to change your visa for you. There are procedures to go through, and most employers do not like this process, because it's time consuming and they end up spending a lot of money. So that's why I always advise people to use the study visa to go into any country, including Belgium, because with a study visa you have your part-time jobs to do, and when you finish from school you can now proceed with what we call orientation year, or post-graduation work, or job seekers visa. With a job seekers visa, remember, you've graduated from school, so Belgium will give you time, I think it's 1 year, to look for a job. Now, you are applying for a job seekers visa when you are going to find a job. In case you do not find a job on the time of your visa, it's not a big deal. You can always reapply again, or still get more time. Okay, but understand that you need a visa to help you secure a job. Now, it is your employer's responsibility, as somebody who actually graduated from Belgium. It is now the employer to actually decide if they are going to do the work permit for you. Now, if they decide to do the work permit for you, then you can then remain in Belgium. You understand? But if they say they are not doing the work permit, then you have to find another employer that will do the work permits for you. And most times this is not usually the easiest way. I can say it's 50-50 looking at the situation on ground. All right, it's usually 50-50. The reason is because most times the employer might think that, oh, for me to give this international the job and then spend my money, spend some time. Another thing I want to say here is, which international student, or you as an international student, you need to pay attention to, is the fact that you can study medicine in Belgium. Yeah, some people don't actually know about this medicine in Belgium as well. Now, but there are certain things you need to understand. I'm saying this because many people have asked me about this particular thing or subject or topic, but you need to understand that in EU, I think there is only one country in the European Union, or let's just say in Europe now, there is only one country, which is Ireland, which is an English-speaking country. It is possible for you to study medicine or medicine in this country in English. But when it comes to other countries like Belgium, Denmark, Netherlands, and every other country that has two languages, the language of that country before English, be rest assured that you are going to study nursing or medicine or any of these in their language first, or probably in their language and English. In Poland, it is in English and sometimes a bit of Polish, but remember, in these top countries, you are going to study in their language. Now, what is the reason for this? The reason is simple. Remember, nursing, medicine, or dentistry, most of the time you are going to be working in the hospital, and who are these people you are going to attend to? They are usually the elderly people. Now, in this case, you are going to be attending to the elderly people, right? let's just say majority of the people, of course, will be elderly, so you need to speak the language to them. Most of them, they don't speak English, though you are going to find people that can speak English, but most of them will not speak English. So that is why you must study in their language. But if you want to just pursue your career in English and probably not have issues with anybody, you can target English countries, the UK, Ireland, US, Canada, and so many other places, Australia, probably. I hope you understand. So in Belgium, you can study nursing in English, okay? Not like in English, but without the Dutch or French. What basically happens is when you go in, during the first year of your studies, you are going to study Dutch intensively, and sometimes you are going to end up doing this in the Netherlands, right? Because the Netherlands is the country in which Dutch is widely spoken. So most of the time, even if you move to Belgium to study nursing or medicine, most times you might end up in the Netherlands, though it is your school in Belgium that is going to award you the degree sometimes. I hope you understand this strategy. So please put that into consideration. Then another thing I want to say is you cannot move with family to Belgium as a student. Like you apply for the visa now, you add your family on that visa application, then you move together. Like in the case of Denmark, Canada, if you are going for masters and PhD, and in the case of Portugal and Austria, you can't. But what you can do as an international student is you can move into Belgium, right? Then for a period of time, probably after 1 year, you can bring your family over. There is a video on this channel, an extensive video I did some time ago. Just type it, just do the search in the YouTube search bar and add my name. The video is going to pop up for you, okay, on how you can actually move with your family to Belgium. So you have to know this. Then when you finish school, you are going to get what they call after school job search visa, which is the PGWP, post graduation work visa. Then also understand school is not that easy in Europe, including Belgium. So if you are that type of a student, of course I understand most of us, we move abroad with the intention that we have to pay everything from our pockets. Even our families usually depend on us, and I totally understand. So if you are a student that you have to hustle on your own to study, is not going to be easy for you, but with better plan strategy you can succeed. It's possible to pay from jobs, okay, to pay your tuition from jobs. It's possible to work and go to school, but again, it's going to be hard. So I was let you know that, in fact, just prepare your mind in case you are that type of a student. But if you have a backup like support system that is going to be paying for you while you just study, it's going to be very easy. It is never that easy until you are inside. So please put all this into consideration. This is the little info I wanted to pass to you. We are going to talk in another video. There are more videos that are coming up for Romania and other European countries. So please subscribe to the channel so that when I drop that video, you're going to see the notification. I hope this helps you. So guys, I want to quickly give you an update, and to those who didn't know, please remember I have a lot of videos on my channel. So if you need more detailed information on how to immigrate abroad, please check my YouTube channel using Milton Fonkwa, or you book a one-on-one call with me. Moving further, those who intend to study in Malta, or those who have been thinking of studying in Malta, I am here to tell you that, in case you didn't know, Malta has 4 intakes. Some schools in Malta has 4 intakes. Let me make it this way. And if you are looking to study in Malta, you should be checking schools like the University of Malta, Global College Malta, MCAS, and so many others. But remember, the tuition fee in Malta varies from 6,000 euros through 7 to like 8,000, 9,000 euros, depending on the program and depending on the university. Also remember that you can study a diploma program like a top-up in Malta. You can study a bachelor's, a master's, and a PhD. Now, for those of you with HND, when you are checking schools in Malta, make sure you check those top-up programs. They can accept your HND, okay? But if you want to go directly for masters with HND, it is not possible. I hope you understand. Now, equally understand that when you are about to move to Malta, proof of funds is 11,000 euros. And the first tuition fee that you see on the program, if the program says they are charging 8,000 euros for 1 year, understand that that is the money you have to pay before the school can proceed with visa documents to you, and of course visa application. And remember, your passport will be sent to Malta and you can track it online as well. This is for those that are going to be using VFS Global. Now, also do not forget that you also need proof of insurance. Your insurance, according to the Maltese officials, you have to have an insurance of at least 121 days. But I will tell you that do not get that, get it for 1 year. And when you are moving to Malta, make sure that you have booked an accommodation for 6 months. It's normally a hotel. If you book an accommodation like a normal apartment in Malta while still in Africa, your visa will be rejected. Please pay attention to proof of funds. It is so important. A couple of people have been rejected because of lack of information, lack of sufficient information. If you are the one sponsoring yourself, make sure you provide evidence on how you are getting your money. If you are using a sponsor, make sure you get the necessary documents from the sponsors like the identity card or passport copies, and equally show an affidavit of sponsorship from your sponsor. This document has to be notarized by the competent authorities. And please remember, every visa application, you must prove beyond reasonable doubts that you are worthy of that particular visa. I hope this helps you. For most longer videos and more detailed information, please check my YouTube channel for more. Till we meet again in another one. Bye bye.